Today we're going to look at a very obscure Nintendo accessory that robot will probably recognize. And that's this guy right here, the Nintendo system. The country was going through a game video had occurred in 19 game. This was a time when people had game video to pair the NES system the road. And to everyone's surprise, it worked. The plane worked. The road they ended up using was called a buddy, operating robotic or Rob for short. Rob's main function was to act as something to this item was the lack of games made for it. Out of almost the 700 games produced for the NES, only 2 were made specifically to work with Rob. So basically Nintendo just used this ass. I mean, I'll probably end up doing the same thing, but come on. Only 2 fuck over. Now the robot was first released in Japan with a red and white color scheme, and that was called the Computer Family Robot, or the fucker short. And the one released in the US was called the Rob, and the colors were changed over to a grayish tone in order to match the colors of the NES system, just in case you need to camouflage it for some odd reason. Now along with the robot comes a whole shit, and these fit along the numbered base. The robot with 2 screws, a piece to hold the gyro, a gyro spinner, and a special control pad accessory that allows Rob to play. But I can't help but wonder why the base is numbered, but these pieces aren't. I mean, a little numbering system would have been nice so I can just set this thing up for optimal performance. I mean, after all, this is the shit we're dealing with. Now to operate this thing, you're going to need a shitload of shit. The robot alone needs 4 AA batteries to work. Then on top of that, you'll need a single D for one of the accessories. Damn, this is getting expensive. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is a game called Gyromite, which was packaged along with the robot. Now there are a few different modes of gameplay to choose from on the screen, and the direct mode will help teach you how to control the robot. So let's just start off by doing something simple here, and have him press the A button. Press the A button. Get more pleasure by sticking my socket. The robot turns out to be both slow and noisy. Let's just hope he's better at playing the actual game. In this game, you start off as Professor Zero, and your mission is to go around and collect the dynamite scattered around the level before the timer runs out. If you fail, the dynamite then fucker. The main obstacle that stands in your way are these red and blue colored pillars. These can only be moved out of your way by pressing the A and buttons on the second pad, which is currently being controlled by your robot buddy. But before you can move these things out of your way, it's going to be your job to instruct. So after you press the start button,
press the start button. Tell these hoes to press the start button.
The screen will turn blue, and the first controller becomes the command hub for controlling your controller robot. For instance, pressing up will make a move up. Pressing down will make a move up. Pressing the A and B buttons will make a move up. And pressing the party button will make a move up. All the commands are sent to the robot by a series of flashes created by the game. The only drawback to this is that sometimes the robot doesn't even flashes, so you end up sitting putz like a fucking putz. Come on! During your quest to collect dynamite, you'll probably notice that the professor isn't able to jump or jump back enemies. So if you come fucked, if you fucked, hole that has no way out, you're also fucked. Well, shit! Now, I'm sure they probably did this to make this game more challenging, but I do find it interesting how the A and buttons on the first controller really have no function at all. It appears that the developers of the game took both the A and B functions off the first controller and just threw them onto the second one in order to get the robot involved. Well, this is just an ass. Why ruin a good game by splitting up the buttons between 2 controllers just to add in a stupid robot? This in turn makes the prick the move. Just look how much faster I can finish this level all by myself compared to playing with the robot. Ugh, this is just pathetic. Can you imagine playing Mario Super where the jump button is on the controller? The suicide rate in this country alone would go through the fucking roof. Did you just squish my player?
You must die!
Fuck! Did you just squish my player? You better shape up your ass here.